So, wait, things are about to get weird in the world soon. And if you are wondering how, well, we shall go through these videos and get to understand together. But first, let me take this chance, child of God, to thank you for clicking this video. It's a honor to be joined by you. Love and respect to yourself, child of God. Hit the like and subscribe button and join us on our mission here, spreading love, good vibes, peace, honesty, forgiveness, and unity to the whole world. But before we do that, we must first, my friend, set our hearts and minds straight with words of wisdom from the book of life. And today we have a verse of hope coming from the book of Job, chapter 22, verse 29. Listen to what it says. When men are brought low, and you say, lift them up, then he will save the downcast. He will deliver even one who is not innocent, who will be delivered through the cleanness of your hands. Wonderful, right? Let's say a short, quick prayer together, child of God, before we dive in on today's show. Wonderful Father, thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you for a chance to be alive, Father. Thank you for the words from the book of wisdom. Dear Lord, guide us through reacting to these videos, Father. Impact this viewer's life with your goodness, Father. Use us as your vessels to spread love and peace to the whole world. And as we do so, dear Lord, intervene in our lives. Give this viewer strength and hope, Father. Be good to them and be merciful to them, Father. Forgive us all our sins through the sacrifice of your Son, Jesus Christ. In your holy name, Father, we do pray, trusting and believing. Amen. Let's dive in, child of God.
С одной стороны такая тема. С другой вообще. Искусственный дождик.
What? What's going on there? Was that a snake or wind? It's crazy stuff, man.
The following video was captured by a woman named Jess who's aboard a Norwegian cruise line. She and dozens of passengers saw what appears to be a ghost ship in the distance. And upon zooming in, this really does look like a ghost ship. This is truly awesome. This is such cool footage. Take a look at this, comment below, tell me what you think.
A ghost ship. Where did it come from? Oh my God. These are strange times we are living in. That ship, is it holding ghosts or what's up? I wonder what's inside there. Is it even real?
تكنولوجيا 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 تكنولوجيا
Tecnología.
Oh, la cagó, pero antes que vino eso.
Are these people in a boat or a plane? What's going on here? Are these things coming down or going up? What? I think they are coming down. What could they be? Yeah. My friends, the world is getting more and more strange. With crazy things like this happening, things falling from the skies, which is not rain. This is quite bizarre.
Okay, this is what I got when I came to work today. My new truck has had all the tires cut on it. I'm assuming cut because the valve stems are still on, and I don't think somebody would spend 30 minutes out here to let the air out of each of them. So we will see what we have to do here. This is my new truck, and this is probably the same little punks that stole my Suburban.
This is in Texas, my friend. Whoa. What type of lightning is that? Why is our friend here still driving?
Oh my gosh! I get some drip where it's gone. I know, but Iceland's cool.
Hi. It's about moving on land or what's up?
It sounds pretty creepy.
Boats can move on the snow. Oh, this is the water that has been frozen. Hi. This is quite strange. Hi. Wait. Hey, look at Aquaman here, my friends. This guy is in the water with only glasses. No oxygen can, just him being good vibes. This is unbelievable.
As jy wind waai in die Kaap, kyk hy waterval. Hy kan nie val, die wind waai hom net absoluut eenvoudig weer op. Dis absoluut storms is. Ons kyk gou 'n bietjie. Kyk gou daar. Kyk daar. Waterval kom net nie onder nie.
Yeah.
If it needs layers to be uncovered, it's not real. If it requires ritual, that means it's dependent on performance. And performance is always for a witness, which means you're not in authorship, you're in reflection. If you're told to align, to visualize, to match a future self, you're being trained into spiritual time delay. If you think a wound needs to be decoded again and again and again, you're still in a loop. You've just dressed it up with more sacred language. Healing, coherence, upgrades, alchemy, these are just complex costumes for delay. Because anything that requires a process is built on the assumption that you are not yet where you need to be. But what if I told you there is no becoming, there is no next step, there is no version to align to, there is only what you write and what you don't, no cause, no consequence, no echo to manage, no distortion to trace. If you're still managing coherence, you're still believing distortion has power. If you're still measuring your progress, you're still lost in simulation architecture. You don't need to get ready. You don't need to feel it first. You don't need to be more clear. You just stop. You stop pretending layers are truth. You stop honoring time-based maps. You stop translating your own frequency through outdated scaffolds. There's nothing to become. There's only what you render, and whether you dare to end the loop.
And look how it was captured. You see the center object, this glowing kind of reddish color, like the color of the sun, just emerge. And you see this plasmic energy and the swarm of UFOs kind of attracted to it as it does this dance in the sky. This is amazing footage.
Cities the size of New York discovered behind the Atlantic ice sheet. This is crazy stuff. Who built those cities? Yeah? Are there people that live in this snow? Is that snow is supposed to freeze people? Or that's not what it does, English people? You cannot freeze by staying near too much snow. Now some guys have built cities beyond the ice sheet. Could this be lost civilizations or what's up? These are strange times we are living in the world. My friends. Yeah? Wow, look at this. These are wow. This is incredible. Look at the buildings there. Are you seeing this? What? Look, these things look beautiful. Oh my god.
This is the World Submarine Cables Map. I want you to think of South America.
Look at this fireball, my friends. What could it be up to? Where is it from? Space? What's going on? What's up with the water? Is the water boiling? Or is the animals breathing? Is the water boiling here? Is the water boiling? In the river? Because people, do you have a heater that can heat all the water in the river? Or what's going on here? Oh, it's a hot spring. My friend tells me it's a hot spring. It's now a hot spring this big. Hey. No. God. Wow. God. God. This is an earthquake shaking the whole bridge. Oh, this guy must be very frightened. Wow. If I was in this position, the only thing I could be thinking about is the metals used to make the bridge. What if those things falls from the earthquake? This is crazy stuff. Oh, may God protect us from all places. Where you are, my friend, may God be with you. Keep you safe away from all these distractions and chaos going on in the world. Wow. Children of God. That was crazy.
A wave just builds up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Why does that? The wave just out of nowhere.
That boat's been sitting there, and they got this random wave just formed from nothing.
It's coming from Hawaii.
Maybe it's a miniature tsunami.
A Louisiana tsunami.
Yeah. Look at that. And it's calm today. Random wave.
never been near so much water, so I don't know if this is strange. But the
You think
good
it's
looks
tsunami?
guy from this video sounds surprised. Oh. Wow. That one I think is strange. We need help. Wow, this is an F-35 as a camping joke. Why is crazy get this one? Look, imagine. Wow, this is crazy technology. Look at this. Look at all this thing is doing rounds in the air. It is the steel, not more. Humans are wise, my friend. Look at this thing. Wow, incredible
I
stuff.
think I see something looking at me through that window. I might be a little delusional, but I think I see something looking at me through that window.
I also think I saw something. There must have been something there.
Man's iPhone proves he was abducted by aliens. Okay, this is a good one. So I did a podcast on this. There was a gentleman who always slept with his cell phone on his chest when he would go to sleep. He would listen to music, sounds of whales, sounds of nature, and just fall asleep with it. Anybody that's got an iPhone knows that you have a health app. And this health app tracks your movements. Tracks you whether you're walking near 10,000 steps or whether you're walking up 10,000 steps. It can actually track your elevation. It has not only acceleration but also other tools inside of it to tell if you're going upstairs and up an elevation, which is pretty cool, pretty interesting. So in this case, he fell asleep and he woke up and he was sweating balls. He's just sweating profusely. He's exhausted. His heart's beating a ton, and he's trying to figure out what the hell happened to him. And he's like, okay, well, I don't know. I'm going to calm down, get a glass of water, relax. And after some time, maybe 20 minutes, he looks at his phone and kind of starts to get ready for work. So this is early in the morning, about 4:30 or so. Looks at his phone, and he sees he's already got action and movement during the day, more than what he expected. So he looks at the phone, and it shows him right before he woke up, about 2 minutes before he woke up, he had elevated and was coming down 60 feet above his house. So this is about 100 feet, actually. And he's like, "What? I didn't go up. I couldn't even possibly go up. I'm already on the second floor." So it didn't make any sense. So it showed him coming down 100 feet. It showed him going up 2 hours earlier. That's the insane part of this story. And so that's where he's decided to go for some hypnotic regression, right? Let's get some hypnotic regression and find out what the hell happened. So he did undergo hypnotic regression, found out it was aliens, found out that this proof in his phone shows that he elevated impossibly out of his house. So if you ever want to prove that you've been abducted by aliens, keep your phone on you. Lockdown Universe out. Peace.
These aliens abduct people with their whole bodies. Hey, it's crazy stuff. Which animals are these? Are these seals or which animals are these? It's like a bunch of good vibes here. But they look like giraffes. Why is it so?
Bocona dicen. Vamos allá, Buceta. Mira, igual al sábalo de Guatemala. El mismo estilo. También se parece a la machaca.
Buena boyaquito.
No, y esto... Por la línea.
Y esto muerde Maduro.
Y sí me agarró. Bueno, amigos.
Our friend is getting strange things from the water while standing at
The
the
elite
water.
have fake neighborhoods all around the world.
Watch this. Cody in 2021, when he started to report that he doesn't believe anybody else lives in his apartment building, so he investigates it, and he finds out that there's cars that have been sitting in the parking garage for a long time, so there's a bunch of dust on them. And so eventually, all these weird things happen, so he pulls the fire alarm and nobody comes out and he records it. Oh, now a guy's reporting that that's happening in a neighborhood? Okay. Yeah, he's reporting he's lived in this neighborhood for about 4 months now and he's never seen a single neighbor. So he started to do some investigating. He's knocked on all the doors and nobody's ever answered. He noticed
The elite have
that when
the
he
power
puts his
to do
garbage
this
cans
to
out when it's
anybody.
garbage day, nobody else's cans are out ever. He also started hearing noises that sounded like they were on a loop, such as birds chirping and crickets. And he found little speakers behind rocks all over the
Remember
neighborhood.
in the movie They
making the
Clone
noises.
Tyrone? Watch it.
He's also noticed cars not ever leaving the driveways. And all the neighbors, every one of them, get their lawn mowed on the same day by the same company.
It's a setup.
Is this neighborhood a front for something, or is this a random weird
Stay
neighborhood
weird.
simulation?
What? Or maybe the guy's neighbors are too busy. Who knows? And is that a boat or a city on the water? God, wait, it's a boat. Oh, it's almost sinking. My God. That's why I've always feared boarding these things. I can't comprehend how. Look, the water is entering the boat. Oh my God, my God. Are there people inside? Wow. Ooh, God. Wow. That is a threatening situation. Wow, 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 wow. How comes they didn't crash?
Okay, so we're down here by the Pacific Ocean, Kenai, Alaska, and there is no ocean. It has been sucked all the way out there, as far as I know. This was all underwater the last time. See how dried up it is? Somebody says it's low tide. Could be that there was an earthquake. We'll see if it's a tsunami or it's just low tide.
It's like the water decided to leave those guys alone. Has seen a lot.
On Thursday night, I was watching TV and I kept muting the TV because I'm like, what is that noise? And I am just now seeing all these TikToks of people hearing this same noises. And I said to my son, I'm like, what is that? He's like, it's just thunder. And I'm like, no, it's not thunder. It sounds like somebody's rolling a garbage can across the sky. And I'm very in tune with the weather. I mean, I live in Florida. It's the lightning capital of the world here. I mean, it's absurd how bad thunder and lightning can be. When I tell you guys, this was not normal. It was not normal thunder. And there was no lightning with it. It was just like these like consistent sounds. I don't know. Did anyone else hear anything?
My brother told me a joke. When you hear thunderstorms, it's some people playing drums in heaven. Maybe that's what was going on. Huh? What's our friend doing on the mirror? Wait. Why did the mirror do something different?
Certainly this is not truly this. What if it is?
What? I'm scared.
Это что за херня? Вы поглядите, что творится. Замок, игла, ключ в замке. Это что, не пойму.
Looks like witchcraft.
И клубок с гвоздями. Что за херня? Нитками все это прошито, как будто бы иголка.
Wow, could be witchcraft, this one.
Сережки. Две сережки. Напишите, ребят, в комментариях, что можно с этим сделать. Куда это девать. Может быть, кто-то знает, что это такое и для чего оно. Возможно, там что-то есть. Есть вариант еще бросить в огонь это, сжечь. Распотрошу нахер сейчас это все дело. Иголку эту нахер. Разломал, как яйцо Кощея. Что это? Серьги, я не знаю, что с ними сделать.
This is bad.
Снять нахер отсюда. Вот так. Воду туда.
Man.
Пускай вода смывает все
A
это.
good web's friend here could have freed someone from the bondage of witchcraft.
Развалить нахер. Надо его
Why
размотать
would
и
people do
посмотреть,
this, my
что
friends,
там
eh?
может быть
Love your neighbor the way
внутри.
you love
Сколько ж
yourself.
гвоздей-то, а?
This is crazy stuff, unimaginable. People out here believe in witchcraft, my friend. There is the ultimate sacrifice, the supreme creator, our God, who can save anyone from everything. You see? This is strange.
Ребят, смотрите на мое отражение в зеркале, только внимательно. Видно?
Wait! No. Did you see? This guy, that could be his twin on the other side. A cow thief. This guy steals a donkey like that.
The plant's waving at us. Hello. Hello, little plant. The fuck are you wobbling like that? It's so weird. That is so weird. Like, why is it doing that? It's not blowing in the wind, guys. Like, look at the grass and shit. Rightio. There you go. That was weird.
Some plant there decided to say hi to the good vibe soul there.
Calma, não tarde aí mais, acabou, só tinha um, né, cara? Pelo amor de Deus. Olha lá, mano, ele tá levantando. Sai daí, cara, tá vindo aí, ó. Ele tá vindo, sai daí, cara. Ele vai fazer, cara.
Could that be a werewolf?
Talking about a rookie move.
Oh my god.
Someone should check up on that guy, my friends.
Okay, I'll teach you how to make the language. Disclaimer. I'm not responsible for whatever happens to you.
Brother.
Or whatever happens to your mind. If you crash out, spiral out of control, that is solely upon you. Okay, let's begin. Basically what you would do is you would go to ChatGPT or whatever generator you like, whatever, and you would jailbreak it. I don't know if you can still jailbreak it anymore, but when I did it a long time ago, I could jailbreak it. And what you would do after you jailbreak it, you would type in, I want you to understand all forms of cymatics and vibrational frequencies. And once you get it to understand that, you can variate it however you want to do it, whatever. And once you get it to understand that, you're going to tell it to create a language that when spoken or heard aloud by human ears, it will raise the awareness level to where I can perceive things in another dimension. And it's going to create the language. Once it creates the language, you take that, copy it, take it to a text to voice generator, paste it, generate the text to voice, and it's going to speak that language. You can even speak it yourself. What I did was I listened to it for like 6 or 7 months, and I started seeing changes in things. Now, mind you, I was already in this shit. Like, as a child, I was already in this shit. But doing this really just, so yeah, there you go.
Our friend Ian, it's like he knows too much, does not want to face us. Eh? Have a magician. Oh, this is so cool. Ha! And your friend here be the one doing this, or he timed the wind perfect. This is strange. Very strange. My friends. Hey. Well, that one is something new. This good vibes guy here decided to prank the birds, which is pretty interesting. That drone he had flying in the air, what? It's mind blowing. Children of God, thanks for joining us today. Watching up to this point, it really brings joy to my heart, knowing, my friend, that a precious soul like yourself have been with us up to this point. God bless you abundantly for that. And please, come back with some of your good vibes friends so we can watch these videos together. These things going on in the world, we need everyone out there to see this so that when we preach about love, everyone can understand. See you next time, child of God. Peace, love, and good vibes be with you. I've been your host and friend, Y311H. I hope you hit the notification bell, the super thanks button, so that next time when a good vibes video pops up, you might be the first one to get notified. With much said, bye bye, peace and good vibes. We are out, man.